I want to mention just a few opportunities, not too many, in case y'all missed them. This is the path that the Most High has led me and others on, and I want to give you an invitation to jump ship with us, okay? If you would like to. It's not by force. God will never force us. But if you know in your spirit, if you know in your heart, if you know in your soul that God, you have called me to more, and you have been unsettled, you have even been depressed because you are not living according to the more that you know that's on the inside of you. You know that God has called you for a specific purpose, especially in these end times. You know God has kept you alive for such a time as this. I've come as a sister, as a servant, to help you, to lead you, to show you what I know, to help you get there with speed for the time that we have wasted, to help you set up and properly structure yourself to receive. He said, I will fill your storehouses. How many of us got a storehouse? I'll wait. If God said he would fill our storehouses and our vats and our barns would overflow, how many of y'all got barns and vats and storehouses? How could God bless what you have not built? How could God increase what you have not built? How could God overflow what you not have the capacity to even receive? God is not a magician. He's very real, very just, very simplistic. You want to become a best time seller? Write a book. You want to lose weight? Work out and eat better. Okay? We can't say, oh, God is going to do it. God is going to do it. He woke you up, but he don't get you dressed. He woke you up, but he don't get you dressed. He gave you hair, but he don't brush it and style it for you. He gave you a vehicle, but he don't drive it for you. He gave you teeth, but he don't brush them for you. Hello, somebody. If you know for sure that God has called me to do more and to build something, then right now is the time, not tomorrow. You don't know if tomorrow you'll have that. And then you have to stand and give an account to him that you ran out of time and you did not do what you were supposed to be doing during time. Hold on one second, because my mama calling me, okay? Make sure everything's okay. So sorry, I got to make sure I check on my mother. I mean, I don't even have to explain that to y'all. I have to check on my mother, though. My mother is elderly, and when she calls, I don't care what I'm doing, okay? I want to make sure I answer her call. But if you know that it is your time and it is time for you to stop procrastinating, you will, I will, we will all give an account. And if time runs out, it runs out. I am always reminded of my sister that I lost on my birthday. She thought she had all day. I'm still affected and impacted by her death. Because I'm not going to lie, We were living like she had more time. She too young, you know. We were living, we were planning it up like, yes, sis, we're going to get together, we're going to do this. And just like in weeks time, she went from being this strong woman to being this fragile woman. And I'll never forget. She said, Tawana, could you just pray with me and ask God for more time? She said, I just want to make my kids pancakes again. I just want to stand up again. I just want to go in there and shower and brush my hair again. And I told her, yeah, girl, of course I'm going to pray, babe. Don't even worry yourself. Just keep the faith. God got you. And that evening, I got quiet with God. And I asked him what I didn't want to ask him. I'm just praying for time, and I'm praying for time. And I heard the Lord say, I'm going to take her. And I was literally flabbergasted. I was like, what? God, you know her kids need her. Like, what? And after I wrestled with it and turmoil with it, I'm like, this is unbelievable. Like, did you really just say that? And after I stopped, like, going through the motions, you know, because after he only said it one time firm, I'm going to take her. And I'm rationalizing in my mind, and God, you can, and please, God, I'll beg you, and all this stuff. And after I just got quiet and just stopped racing my mind, I said, one thing I want to know. If that's really you and you told me that, I just want to know one thing. I want to know why. He said, because she ran out of time. And that rocked my whole life. He said, if I extended her time, she would still do the same things that she was doing. She would get healed, she would get better, and she would go back to doing the same things that she was doing. She ran out of time, and I'm going to take her. Wasn't even 43. I mean, and it was fast. I think about my children. One was here for only 15 years. Who would have ever imagined? The other one was only here for 20 years. He was going to turn 21. Who would have ever imagined? My nieces that I've lost, all these young people that we know, who would have ever imagined? Even though we know death is a part of life. We think we have all day. We don't. We have an appointed time, and everything and every one of us has an expiration date. I want to say this before I offer you guys opportunities, and then I'm going to go. What is waiting actually costing you? I want to know, what is waiting actually costing you? Is it costing you opportunities? Is it costing you divine connections? Some of y'all are supposed to be at places that you're not at, connecting with people that you would never find unless you was at the right place at the right time. Some of y'all are supposed to be in rooms. Some of y'all are supposed to be in places where there is high governmental officials. Some of y'all are supposed to be around influencers. Some of y'all are supposed to be in different rooms. Some of you guys are supposed to have a different pay, pay grade, a different tax bracket. What is it costing you to wait? What will it cost you for waiting? Because that will be the real cost of I can't afford it. You cannot afford not to. You cannot afford not to take action. You cannot afford not to pull the trigger. You cannot afford not to invest in yourself. You cannot afford not to build. You cannot afford not to obey. You cannot afford. Every day is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Every day is a gift. That's why it's called the present. And every day that you get up is another opportunity for you to do something different. For you to leave your mark in the earth. I'm going to get up and use the ladies' room. I'm going to put on something that I really feel like y'all should hear. I probably don't play the whole thing, but this is really important because when it all boils down to it, this is what you will give an account to God about. Let me find it real quick. See if I can find it. See if I can find it. 1 second, I'm looking. Okay, here we go. I want y'all to watch this real quick. Let it load up right here, and then I'm going to go use the ladies' room. Okay, there we go. Be right back.
Question: what are you called to do? I ask that question because we won't be judged according to what we did in life, but rather what we were called to do in life. Imagine with me standing before the throne of God and a scenario like this occurred. Evangelist Anderson, come forth and give an account of your stewardship on earth. Evangelist Anderson? I'm not an evangelist. I'm an accountant. I had an accounting firm. I had Evangelist Anderson. Where are the 347,566 souls I called you to impact in Asia, son? Where are they? I'm an accountant. I had an accounting firm. I help churches. I help ministries with their finances, son. Where are the 347,566 souls in Asia I called you to impact? Son, where are they? Had you sought me, had you sought my face, I would have revealed this to you. And everything in regards to that man's calling was burnt up before the judgment seat of Christ. Accountant Jones, step forward and give an account of your stewardship. Accountant Jones? I pastored for 35 years. I had a membership of 750 people. Accountant Jones, I called you to the marketplace. Had you done this, you would have significantly impacted 2 people. You and those 2 men would have helped churches with their finances, and those churches would have impacted 751,321 souls. If you would have sought me, I would have revealed this to you. And again, in regards to this man's calling, everything he's done in life would be burnt up before the judgment seat of Christ. Sister Smith, come forth and give an account of your stewardship. I only raised 3 children. I never preached to nations. I never even been on a missionary trip. I only tried my hardest to raise my children in your way. Sister Smith, I never called you to preach to nations. I never called you to go to other countries on missionary trips. I called you to raise 3 children. And let me show you the 1,579,541 souls those 3 children impacted. You sought me and you heard my voice. You were obedient to my call. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord. So remember, in regards to the calling that's on your life, you won't be judged according to what you did. You will be judged according to what you were called to do. Thank you.
I'm getting choked up while I'm talking about it.
As the wind blows and the world turns, I know that I've got my footing. I found a solid ground in you. As I
All right, y'all. What y'all think about that? Let me know in the chat. What y'all think about that real quick? You will be judged by what you were called to do. What did God call you to do? Put it in the chat. This is a time where we interact. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. What y'all think about that? Okay. And for two, what were you called to do? Y'all come on. What did y'all think about that? We can have all these degrees, all of these ideas, all of these inventions. We can have all of that. But when it comes down to it, we are going to give an account about what we were called to do. What did God call you to do? Did he call you to write a book? Did he call you to own some real estate? Did he call you to get your family out of generational poverty and break curses? What did he call you to do? Did he call you to just be a mom or a parent? Did he call you to be a minister? Did he call you to be an accountant? Did he call you to travel around the world? What did he call you to do? I'm still not sure what he calls me to do. I will seek him like never before to ask him, what do you want me to do? And I can almost guarantee you, It's been the same thing he's been saying all your life. May not be, you may think that's a dumb idea, or that's crazy. I know it's more than Jill in the chat. Don't make me call y'all out by name, because I know who's on here, where you're joining from. I know that Sister Jill is coming from Facebook, and I know the other 6 of y'all by name who is watching from YouTube. What did God call you to do? Because you're going to stand before him and give an account why you didn't do that. And I promise you, he did not call you to work all your life and pay bills and die and be stressed out. I dare you. I can almost assure you that's not what God called you to do. And even if you don't answer in the chat, the Lord is watching and the angels are taking note. Trust and believe. Okay? Just know that you are without an excuse. Just know that the seed has been sown. Just know that. Okay? Currently, he is calling me to help take care of my parents. I definitely think I'm here to break generational curses. Be for sure, 100%, that is what God calls you to do. Okay? And whatever you are 100% sure, and I'm not saying he did not call you to take care of your parents. That could be a seasonal thing, right? That I want you to take care of your parents in this stage of your life. But what did he call you to do in your whole life? What was that? Make sure you are very specific so you can do it. It is dangerous to not know. Okay? It is dangerous to not know, because we will stand before God. And he ain't going to want to hear about all the things we did. He's going to want to know why you didn't do what I told you to do, what I purposed you to do. Okay? I want to say this first and foremost. I'm going to start here first to break generational curses and get my family out of debt. Amen. So now that you know exactly what he called you to do, now everything about your assignment and your activities should model that, should reflect that. That's what he called you to do. Everything about your assignment and your activities should model exactly what he put you here to do. Every opportunity you have to learn, every opportunity you have to get wisdom, every opportunity you have to invest, every opportunity, because that is what breaks poverty. Education, investment, implementation breaks poverty, breaks chains. Okay? We got into it because of lack of knowledge. We did things and we were accustomed to doing things and living a certain way. Now, to get out of it, we have to do the exact opposite and create a new path. Okay? Anybody else? What did God call you to do, purpose you to do? If you don't know, say, I don't know. But I am definitely going to find out. I would hate to expire and my time be up and I didn't do it. That is scary to me. That is scary to me. And before I ever heard that video, I heard a preacher went out of the country to preach over in like Colombia somewhere. And the title of the conference was, what have you been called to do? That was the title of his conference. What have you been called to do? He got up there and preached the house down. Okay? Had the message laid to God, literally. And then got back to his hotel and said, God, am I doing what you really called me to do? And God was like, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you finally asked. Because then he told him, you called yourself to be a prophet. And you called yourself to take on the apostolic mentorship. I called you to be a father to your children and to pour into them, because I was going to use that one to do greater things and then charge it to your account, because you fulfill your purpose in pouring into your children. And I've also called you to be a husband and to love your wife. 10 years he traveled all around the world preaching and establishing churches. Whole time God called him to be a father and a husband. That's it. Just think if he would have never asked him. He would have spent his life thinking he was doing the hermeneutics, thinking he was doing, God a service by preaching, and was anointed to do so, could draw in crowds and all of that, but that was not his purpose. And so when I heard him say that, I'm like, what is my purpose? My life has been hard. I want to know what my purpose is. And he clearly gave me, you are a curse breaker. And just like Christ had to take the punishment and the sins of the world on himself when he got baptized, he didn't need to get baptized to be born again. He was God in the flesh. He went into that river Jordan where those people used to go in and dip for the remission of their sins and took on the sins of the world. He even told God in the garden, let this chalice pass from me. If it be possible, I don't want to do this. But nevertheless, let your will be done and not my will. And a lot of us that are chosen to break chains and create new paths and pioneer new territories and establish new, territories and expansion, we have the burdens and the sins of our ancestors laid upon us because somebody got to pay. So we be like, oh, my life has been so hard. It's just been, I don't know why I keep going through this. I don't know why I keep going through it. I don't know why my life was different. I don't know why I was a black sheep of the family. I don't know why they don't like me. You don't have it figured out until you come to grips and reality that you called me to be against the things that got them into bondage. That's why they don't like me. You called me not to do the things that got them in this. You called me to stand out and be different. You caused me to be the white, spotted sheep out of the pink sheeps. Like you called me to stand out, to be bold, to be peculiar, because you sought for one in the bloodline that would stand in the gap, stand between heaven and earth, and say, there is a consequence for my generation's sins, but there's also a blessing awaiting for me to make it on the other side that will bless the generations to come through me. I want to talk to the authors. I want to talk to those who have stories. In this hour, and I said it before, I'm going to say it again because I feel it in my spirit to release it again. There are stages that you're supposed to be on, and there are people that you should have met because God gave you a story that would break chains off of other people and that would help pull them through and pull them out of whatever situation God brought you out of. And you have the blueprint. You know how God brought you out. You have the story, but you also have the redemption, how God did it. And now you ought to be reaching back, helping others. How God helps you lose weight, how God helped you, change your financial situation, how God helped you escape a DV situation, how God let you, be betrayed by what you thought were friends, and now you have a greater level of discernment, how God healed you from church hurt or whatever, how God had you taking care of your parents, how God allowed you to see that how precious your parents, it doesn't matter. how I'm maintaining after losing my spouse. And you don't even have to be out of it to help. You don't even have to be out of it to reach back. You just got to be further than where they at. Some of you have stories that will break shackles, that will change mindsets, that will heal nations and generations from your story that you think is too personal, too detailed, too embarrassing. No, God gave you that. And your prosperity is tied to you writing that book and telling that story. And that's why you've been working for it and you can't obtain it, because that is not the way that God invented or created your path to be. God wants you to write the book. He'll make you the bestseller. He'll open the doors for you. He'll give you the authority that you need to back you up. And then he will break the chains through you. Okay? Some of y'all have been called to that. Storytelling is the top niche. They say health is, and they say wealth is, but storytelling surpasses all of that. The Bible is a story. Solomon, the richest man ever lived, told stories. He told stories all in the book of Proverbs about the butterflies, about the woman's breast, about vanity. He told stories about everything. Christ himself told stories. He called them parables. It's a parable of the kingdom. For there was a man who went away. He told stories. We try to do everything else, but do what God has called us to do, what we were purposed to do. So I want to share that I'm going to open up, and I did not plan on this. Okay. I did not at all, but I'm going to open it up for those who know I have a story to tell, and it has been years since I have felt convicted about writing a book. And I kept putting it on the back burner because I didn't have time to write the book. But now I'm ready to get the book written. And now I can get the book written in a weekend. I can get the book written in a day. I'm ready to be obedient. I'm ready to walk in the doors that God has for me. There are people you're supposed to meet, and you are behind schedule. Absolutely, hands down. So I have the book, the bestseller, and the stages. Mentorship, where I will help you write your book in a day or in a weekend. You don't even have to write it physically, okay? I don't have to write it for you. Literally, you can speak your story and then have it transcribed into a book. This is the tools that we have at our fingertips where you can get it out of there. Some of your generational wealth, or for some of you guys, your generational wealth will be put in a book format. This is going to help my family while I'm here, and it's going to feed my family when I'm gone. And my family will know what happened to me, how I came out of it, how blessed I was, how messed up I was, whatever. This is how I built this for them. This is how I want them to take care of it in a book. How many of y'all that, and some may answer, some may not, but I'm going to answer it anyway. How many of you guys that are on this live have a book on the inside of them that they were supposed to write? Because I'm telling you right now, I sure know that God don't want these devils out here taking over the media. This is a mountain that God is calling us, the remnant, the kingdom of God to take back for the kingdom of God. There are some people you're supposed to meet and you can't even meet them because your book ain't got into their hands. That would change your whole life like that from reading a book, your story, which is your testimony. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb that's already been done and by the word of our testimony. That part is still waiting for you to tell it, to testify. You had to come out of a test. Okay? So since I'm talking to nobody on the live, Father, I'm listening. I'm going to just keep on moving, okay? I have a book, bestseller, and stages mentorship that I am going to open up for those who are called to write a book and get your book out here. And then let that turn into a community. Let that turn into a coaching program. Let that turn into products where you solve people's problems. Let that turn into a master class. Let that turn into a retreat. God will give you 7 to 8 streams of income. Let that turn into a podcast. Let that turn into a radio interview. Let that turn into a spot on, NBC Morning Show. Let that turn into your lever. Okay. I have that mentorship that is available for you to take advantage of. And you will not only learn how to write a book, you will learn how to make your book a bestseller, which gives you the authority that you need moving forward so that you can charge, accordingly. So that you can go to the places that you're supposed to be, take the stages you're supposed to take, whether you're afraid to do it or not. You can do it afraid. You can start afraid. Fear is good, but to be paralyzed by fear is not good. Everybody has some fear when they're doing something new, but to be paralyzed by it and not allowing you to move forward in what you're supposed to do is not good, and it's not God. So second thing I will move on to, okay? Because I want to do this really quickly and get on out of the way. There is everybody that I know, whether you got a lot of money, even the middle class right now, the people making 6 figures a year, $150,000 a year, they're still struggling. That's out inside of the, that's out in mainstream media. That's not just something Dr. T is saying. I've showed you guys headlines of people saying we're making $150,000, $160,000 a year, and we're still struggling. Okay. So everybody needs money. I have a workshop. I'm gonna name 2 opportunities, right? And whichever one you see the most value in, you can take a hold of it. If there's one thing that I know how to go get money, and I know where to find the money. I've already found it. I know where to lead you to the money. Okay? I have plays that'll let you get up to $50,000 in funding in 7 days. I have plays that'll allow you to get up to $50,000 in 30 days. I have money that you can get today. I have places that will give you money today. Are those the better options? No, not to me. We want to go after 0% interest because we want to make our money make sense. But if you are in need, I have resources for those facing eviction, resources for those with high utility bills, resources for those trying to start a business, resources for those trying to scale a business, resources for those trying to build and create generational wealth, leveraging other people's money. Okay. There's so many plays. I have over 100 plays to get you somebody else's money and get yourself into a better position. So for one, I have a workshop, This is probably going to be the final workshop on this. I did one this past week, and I'm gonna do one Monday coming up. It's going to be Become the Bank workshop. How do you become the bank? If I am able to go get $50,000 in funding, whether personal or business, I'm going to take their money. I don't have to pay no taxes on it because I borrowed it. I'm going to take their money and then pay them back for at least a year or two with their money. On a $50,000 loan, that's a $500 monthly payment. For 1 year, that's $6,000 out of $50,000. So I minus $6,000 from the 50, I'm left with $44,000. For another year, it would be $12,000, right? So I take $12,000 out of the $50,000. I'm left with $38,000. I can go buy me a business that's already in operation right now, that's generating passive income of $20,000, $30,000 a month. Just buying the business for $30,000. I still got $8,000 to work with. I can use that to boost up my own personal credit profile. I can use the $8,000 to get my bills and stuff under control. I can use the $8,000 for whatever I want to. I've paid these people back 2 years in advance, and now I have a business that is producing me income every single month. And all I had to do was buy it. The team is in place. The business is still operating. Stuff is being sold. I'm just the owner. Now I'm going to take that business and those documents and those financial statements that has been generating in this business for the last 2 years, and I'm going to take that over to another agency that is going to give me money and say, I want to scale this business. I want to expand this business. I want to start up another one of these businesses in another state. I want to go and buy some more property, to be able to venture off in this aspect of my business, and they will fund it. Why? Because I have the financial statements that say, this business generates this much revenue, and I'm trustworthy enough to come and get $1 million from you. So becoming your own bank, this is the blueprint in a nutshell. There's more things, that you need to know, but in a nutshell, that's how simplistic it is. You use other people's money to make you money. That's it. Bottom line. The bank became the bank, using your money to lend to other people and using your money to invest. They became expansions of themselves in different states, multiple locations on the same street from your money. They never started anything with their own money. That's the first thing that I learned first in business. You never start a business with your own money. So I'm showing you how to become your own bank and create your own ecosystem, because soon you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade in this ecosystem that will soon become the beast system that is being set up as right now as we speak, the beast system. So Monday, I'm only taking a handful, 5. Right? You can come to the workshop, which is just a fast track of my mentorship, which I'm going to explain in just a moment. The workshop is $350 for the investment. You're going to leave that workshop with funds in hand. Not only will you leave that workshop with funds for you, now you can actually go and you have a blueprint and a framework to go help other people get money. There are 4 disasters right now that you can help people take advantage of, and I'm not at liberty to speak about it openly here, but I will be speaking about it on Becoming Your Own Bank. It's a play. California, Texas, and Florida. There's 4 different disaster loans that people can get, even if they don't live in those areas. That is what I will say. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say. Lots of money is available. We just don't know how to go get it, and we don't know where it's at. And I am going to be the one that's going to show you where it's at and how to get it, and how to get it same day. Okay? As well as how now you have a 5,000, 10,000 per client if that's what you want to charge. But me personally, if I have the play to go get you $1 million in funding, that is 10% for me, which is $100,000. I'm gonna go get you $1 million. If I can get you 50,000, that is a $5,000 play for me, right? I'm gonna go get you 50,000. And then there's a way to make sure and ensure you got paid by setting up the right account, by making sure you're able to get wire transfers, by using what you got them approved to make sure you pay yourself. I'm going to give y'all the whole entire drip so you leave with funds in your hand. That is $350. I have the mentorship where you get access to over 100 different funding plays. Okay, you get access to how to build this thing with speed, how you can do it in 30 days. You get coaching, weekly coaching, mentorships. Okay, how to take care of your personal credit. Here's some hacks, and here's some sweeps, and here's some breaches that you can take advantage of. Here's how to get paid for them, your name being in a breach database. Here's how to use this. Here's where to go, and they'll give you 5,000. Here's what to add to your credit to boost your score. Here's the platform that you can go to that will give you credit if you have none. Here is where you can actually go get this type of loan without showing any documentation. This is how much you want to put on an application in order to receive this much. So you get all of that and some. It is lifetime access. Do you hear me? It is lifetime access to the Become Your Own Bank mentorship, and you get access to all of that. You get access to the, like I said, the live coaching. You get access to the community. You get access to all of the funding resources. You get access to all of the plays. I don't even give these plays out on live. I think it's been 2 times that I came by as led by the Spirit. And people have come back to me and said, I didn't even know I can get approved for this until you ran that play. And I was able to get 15,000. I was able to get this. If you go in and type in my name, like I'm about to show you, if I don't know nothing else, I know how to help people get money. Okay. That's what I do know. And I know where it's at. If you come right on over here to Facebook, up, and you type in Tawana Worlds 25K, you will see receipts pop up. Okay. Come on. Excuse me, y'all. Let me go to my post. Let me find it. Look at your girl. How many years ago was this? 2018, trying to help people get their credit together. Been saying it for years. And that is to be your own bank, okay? Step-by-step wealth funding play. This is to be your own bank, become your own bank, because you need to. We need to do something quick, okay? This is a client. This stuff works. I got an approval on the Navy Federal Credit play over the phone for $25K. Then turn around and ran the Amex play for $75K. Got $100,000. Joshua Braham. He's in one of my mentorships. Okay. Let me keep on going. These are all the people I helped become financial directors way back in 2021. Okay. Changing their life, their credit, all of that. But I just want to get to this one post in particular. I don't know why they want to show me all my stuff. Like, if you don't get out of here. Hold on. Where is these at? Same here, 2020. Okay, got a whole bunch of people to executive director, got a whole bunch of money for them. Where is the 25K post? Facebook, why do you do this dumb stuff? You shouldn't have to scroll this far because I got receipts for everything. Ooh, let me see. Let me see. I'm not going to scroll too far, y'all. If they ain't going to give them to me, they ain't going to give them to me. But they in here somewhere, and it's lots of them. Let me try something else. 25K Tawana Worlds. I might have put it under clients or something like that, but the algorithm should have been able to pull it up because it's here. Now they're going to keep on giving me the same old stupid stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to drag this out. Facebook on some other weird stuff. But there's lots of, because I shared them. I've shared how I have helped. Let me see if I can put in clients. Let me see. Was that the one? See, they want to put up the stupid stuff. All right, y'all. It's up here somewhere. They want to put up all the stupid stuff and don't want to take me straight to, is this it? I'm determined to find it. Hold on. Ooh, it should be this far down. My daughters. Facebook got y'all in my business. Trying to find these posts. I was about to say, there they go right there. Trying to find these posts. Lord bless us. All right, I guess they don't want y'all to see them, but they here, okay? I've always shared them. Why they not popping up right here is just unbeknownst to me. I know keywords that I put on here for them, but yeah, they going all the way back when I had my twins. Like, this is crazy. Just give me what I want, what I'm looking for, and they don't want to do that. So they up in here, okay? And I don't know what keyword that I put in here. I really don't remember. Used to be able to just go straight to them. This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all here too long. I'm very determined to find it, and I'll sit here all night if I have to. But I'm not. Okay, I'm not. Thought I was gonna find it by now. Bye. Thought I was gonna find it by now, but I guess I'm not. And it's somewhere inside of my photo gallery. But yes, I have helped multiple people be able to get funding. So that is exactly something that I know for sure that I can help you do. In the Become Your Bank, those that took that already know it was absolutely lit like never before. I gave them everything that they came for and some, and then sent them off and say, now go help other people because you have the tools in your hand. And so that's the same thing that I want to do for another 5 of you. Okay. If you want to take the workshop, then you can. It's $350. But me, honestly, for $497, you can actually take the mentorship, get access to even more, than what you would get in the workshop. The workshop is a fast track. It gets you there, you get all the information. It's fast track, but you're able to start right off the rip. You got all the tools that you need right there. Okay. The mentorship, you got the tools that you need as well. But I mean, we're going to hit them all up. Literally got over 100 that we're going to hit up. Okay. There's some other funding. It looks like that we got people. This is a play that we're running. Okay. The SBA play, we're running the SBA play right now. We're also doing CDFI funding. There's so many ways to get y'all some money. Okay. You just got to pick which one you want to go with. But here's also, okay, Legacy Bank 20K. We help people get money. And even though I couldn't find the ones for 25K, I'm showing you multiple times we have helped people get funding. Okay. And we want to help you get funding as well. It's way more than enough available for you and I right now. Okay. And that is $497. So I'm going to just keep on moving forward since look at all that land. Yes. Still looking while I'm talking. But yeah, that's what we got for you guys in the financial space. If you guys want to be a part of that, like I said, I'm only going to take a small amount of people to teach this to. They can go back and teach their tribe, and then we can just reach more people. I'm more confident and comfortable working in a smaller setting. It's more effective. When you got a lot of people in there, you got to cater to this person and that person and this person and that person. And honestly, I want to be able to take 5, maybe 6 at the most, and show you literally how to go get this bag. And then you take that and you go help 6, or you take that and you go help 12, or you take that and you go help, 5 at a time each time, so that is something that is readily available for you. You need money. You need money right now. You have an opportunity to get money and get money right now. Okay. Also we have, I didn't tell y'all how much the book bestseller in stages are, but it's $997 for that mentorship. Again, I will help you write your book in record-breaking time. We will help you make your book become a bestseller, and then we will land you on podcasts, radio interviews, start your own podcast, create your own masterclass, create your own community around your book. We'll do all of that stuff with you. You can have that up and done in a matter of a week or 2, literally. Okay, have your book and then set up your launch, your pre-launch, all of that good stuff. I still ain't found this thing. Ain't that a shame? All of that good stuff will be done with you. Okay, will be done with you. No, they just keep showing me the same old dumb stuff. Now I'm all the way down here at the bottom of this and still ain't found me what I was looking for. 25K clients, but I'm determined I'm the woman for the job. While I'm talking to you, I'm going to find this. So next what I have is I'm going to put it up on the screen. Actually, I'm going to give y'all opportunity to get in on some of these mentorships for half of the cost of what I would normally charge for them. Just in case you missed it, just in case you said, hey, I wasn't ready that day, here they go right here. Okay. I posted this the other day and I said that I would never do it again. But those that God has called to do something different. I love you too. Hi, Mother Carolyn. How are you? Those that God has called you to do something different in your family, in your finances, in your community, in this country. Here's some mentorships that will help you get situated and structured, especially for what is going on. Every program on here that you see on here will cause you to start generating income instantaneously. You can go get you a government contract right now. Okay? Literally a government contract right now for all kinds of stuff. You can go get you a $10,000 government contract. Land bank, you can go buy you some land for $600 that's already valued at $2,400 and get you some money in 2 or 3 days wired into your bank account. Okay. And Let's Do Kingdom, I give you products and different things of that sort that you can sell and automate so you make use some AI, not artificial intelligence, automated income. Okay. This is what I do. What is this showing on my screen? Hold on. Oh, okay. Thought that was something else. Also, the AI mentorship. When I tell you this thing is next level, this AI mentorship is next level. Do you hear me? I'm going to show you in this AI automations and systems mentorship how to deploy. I preach this. This I preach. You're going to become richer with the tool in your hand. Then you will become looking for the gold, okay? The people that got rich during the gold mine was the people who had the tool to look for the gold, not the people who was looking for the gold that had to buy the tool. Right now is the best time to position yourself. There's so many businesses and so many people that will absolutely have to adapt to AI, whether they like it or not. I shared with y'all actually the 40 jobs that will be replaced by AI and the 40 jobs that won't. And basically, in a nutshell, every job except you a phlebotomist or a nurse or some type of steam room boiler, some type of ship crew, something like that. If you ain't got no license or something in that area, you're screwed. So it's better to have the tool that the people need than to be a person in need of the tool and having to go to somebody else to buy it. So I'm going to show you how to create websites in seconds. I'm going to show you how to create content in seconds. I'm going to show you how to create avatars that sell your content, faceless pages, you name it, photo shoots. You know what I'm saying? I can charge people $50 to give them a photo shoot with over 25 photos from different backgrounds. If they want to look like they're in Jamaica, if they want to look like they're in Mexico, if they want to look like they're at the zoo, I can do a photo shoot for them using AI and have their whole entire photo shoot complete in 30 minutes or less. Real talk. I'm going to show you how to get this in your hand as a tool. So the people who need this, will have to come to you. I don't care. These people need this globally, not just here in the United States, not just here in the Americas, globally. They need to know, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'm going to show you how to create programs and systems and services through this course. Okay? This sale right here is only while we are on live. The minute it ends is the minute you cannot take action in any of this. Be your own bank. That's $497. Okay. I'm normally going to charge you $5K to become your own bank. Because of the information that you're getting ready to get access to. Why would anybody ever give you $1 million in funding play and you can't even show up and invest $100, $1,000 into getting $1 million? It's equivalent to me saying, I'll give you $1 million. All you got to do is give me 1% of the $1 million. Give me $1,000. Pay the taxes of $1,000 and you can have the $99,000, right? People will say all day long, yeah, I'll do that for sure. But here I am telling you, I'm going to give you access to $1 million, okay, for $497. You can't put that up, you don't need it. And like I said, there is plays where you can go get approved within 7 days for $50,000. And I got all of them. Okay. So to be your own bank is $497. All of those that you see on the screen is $497. I am going to say, I'll probably share the medical courier plug for the next time, but I'm going to say I have one spot left to get rich with me, Dr. T. This is a movement more than it is a mentorship. It's a movement more than it is a mentorship. I'm only looking for a handful of people to show this to. I said 5 to be exact, which means we have one spot left. One of them was secured on today. So I have one spot left for you to come with me in an inner circle and for us to create these entities. On each entity, we're going to get $250,000 in funding. And I don't even want to put it out here like this, okay? Just because everybody that watch me ain't watching me because they proud of me. They're not watching me because they admire or is inspired by what I'm doing. Some are watching to steal and to hijack and to disrupt. So there are things that I won't say here, but I'll say this in a nutshell. Excuse me. I'm looking for one more person that want to learn how to get up to $1 million in funding. Take that and invest it into a IUL, a life insurance policy, that by you doing that, that's tax-free money. Okay. You were just lent the $1 million in funding, $250,000 in funding. You don't pay taxes on that because you didn't go earn that. It was borrowed. Then you take that borrowed money and go put that borrowed money into something that will produce you money for the rest of your life, called an insurance policy. And then you got to have the right kind of insurance policy in order to borrow against that policy. So you would borrow against that policy, and then you have to, once you borrow against that policy, which is tax-free, what you would do is go buy you some property that will produce you some income. This is a guaranteed program, okay? If you don't get at least $250,000 by the end of this year, you get your money back in full. And I am not fond on giving your money back unless I can't work with you. And I don't want to work with you. And I've been alerted by the Spirit of God not to work with you, because I'm going to definitely make sure you get the results. That is guaranteed. Okay. I definitely want to give you guys an opportunity to get yourself in a better position. I'm not doing this because I need your money. I'm doing this because I'm being obedient to God. And this information that he gave me was not just for me. He gave it to me for those that are assigned to me. And in this hour right now, we need to have multiple streams His word says that in Ecclesiastes 11:2. Invest in 7 to 8 different streams of income, for you do not know what disaster will come upon the land. We are in disastrous times, perilous times, inflated times, job loss times. We are in an economic, financial catastrophe. And when they lower this dollar in 28 days and the cost of gold go through the roof, you will be locked out. You need to learn how to get money that's going to allow you to be able to get assets. Okay? You need to get money that's going to be allowing you to get assets such as real estate, such as land. If you own the land, you own the supply chain, you own a lot. People don't know the importance of land banking and having land to just sit there and appreciate, just look dirty, like dirt. You don't know the value of that. You don't know the value of that. Hey. Oh my gosh. I am not messing with you, Marcus. Why did you come here and do that? You will never understand the real value of that. Okay. So I have that opportunity to go with me. We go real fast. We go get what we need. And then we change that and convert that into hard assets. I am going to put up on the screen, if it's still here, one of the projects that we are going after that is already generating massive amounts of revenue. And then we're going to take that and go get an even bigger loan. Okay. It's the right kind of debt to have, not the wrong debt, but the right kind of debt to have. We've been taught how to get in bad debt. We've never been taught how to leverage debt. Okay. We go buy this. It's a whole entire hotel. Okay. We are able to go buy this. I'm not going to put the information on here because ain't nobody going to snake us. We're going to go buy this because it's already generating a lot of money. We're going to take the information and then go to the next place and get a loan on it. So now we'll be able to, if we want to keep it as a hotel or turn it into affordable housing, we'll be able to help our people have shelter. And this will be producing assets. So these are the type of things that we will go after inside of this Get Rich With Me by December, by the end of December. I'm not talking about Get Rich With Me with paper. I'm talking about Get Rich With Me with assets. And I'm going to take a small group by their hand and lead them into their financial promised land. I have one spot left. It is $2,500. Okay. If you did not catch that with two hands when I offered a discount the other day, the people that did, they ran with it. And now it's $2,500. Okay. To be a part of this. But this is something that is going to yield you one heck of a return on your investment. God is going to put his super on our natural. As when Isaac sowed and was told to sow in the same year, he reaped 100-fold return. We're doing this for the kingdom. And God is going to put his super on our natural. So these are the type of things that we're going to be doing in there. It only takes a handful of us, 4 or 5 of us. But here is your opportunity to do something and learn something and know something you ain't never known before and you ain't never did before. And I'm opening up that opportunity for only a handful of people. And we only have one spot left. That's it. Okay. I still want the movement, but I need somebody. Okay. Yes. So excited. Don't miss out on your opportunities. I still want the movement, but I need to heal from my surgery. I will sign up in the next couple of days if it's still open. I can't tell you that it's still open. And I'm so sorry, sister, you had surgery. Oh my goodness. I pray 100%, speedily healing over your body. That's what I will say. I'm sorry that I missed that. But I am praying for complete healing. You are already healed. I'm just praying for the manifestation of it. It says, by his stripes, you were healed. So that's already settled. That's already past tense. So I am thanking God for fixing and repairing whatever needed to be repaired in that surgery, and that you will heal speedily and feel 10 times better than ever before. Okay. But unfortunately, I don't know if the opportunities will be available. People hit me up all the time, every single day, about these opportunities, whether they catch it on the replay. Most of the time, I try to come out here and then delete it, because you'll have people come down the line later on and we're already gone. The reason why there is such urgency, we have 28 days before they devalue this dollar. That's it. We need to be writing these stories. God is giving us a window of time to position us. You know how it says in the scripture, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. It's that type of time right now. It's that type of time. Okay. Thank you. ER turned into a week-long emergency gallbladder removal and pancreatitis healing in the next week or two. Whoa. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Well, we bless God that you are okay, and that those things were removed, and that God will do a supernatural, speedy healing, and you will feel back to yourself and better than you ever felt before. That's what I declare and decree according to his word and the power vested in me. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. My time is up. Is there anybody want to take advantage of any of those opportunities before I go? I don't even know if I will leave this video up, to be honest with you. Most of the time, sometimes I'll leave them up for a day or so, but I don't believe I'm going to leave this one up, because I don't want nobody trying to come back later on down the road like, oh, can I get that discount? It is over when I end this live. Okay. It is over, over when I end this live. If you are ready to go and I need funding, I'm going to need me some money. I need to get more money than I need to, especially trying to work a job. Put it on a credit card. Okay. Use other people's money to make you money. And then you come and learn how to make money and pay that off. On a credit card, you can make the minimum payment and still be okay. The minimum payment, okay? If I'm giving you access to $50,000 in funding in 7 days, I mean, how could anybody help you, literally? I'm giving you what you need according to what God has told me, and not even making you pay to get into my masterminds to get this information. With that being said, y'all, I love y'all. Any questions for me, ask them now, because I have to leave in 1 minute. Okay? Any questions for me? I'll wait 1 minute, see if you guys type them up before I go. But just know that I love you. It is not enough to just be prepared. It is just not enough to be prepared physically without being prepared spiritually. It is not enough to be prepared spiritually without being prepared physically. They all go hand in hand, as well as mentally. Be your own bank. I highly encourage y'all. I tell everybody, any program I got is going to be good. Any program I got is going to be good. Okay. Is the discount still on for the movement? I can't remember Venmo. Are you talking about for the Get Rich with Dr. T? I love you always. Thank you, Sister Jill. I love you. I always love you. You're my girlfriend. I can't wait to see you, sister. And we are definitely starting the 30-day boot camp. Okay. Friday, we're going to start Monday. We're going to go to war for what's ours. Enough is enough. We coming to get our stuff. Okay. I can Venmo you the funds. Which one are you talking about? The movement. Candy Meter says, I'm super excited about that one, sister. I am really, really, really. What comes with the wealth bundle? The wealth bundle is a whole business in a box. Everything that you can think of comes in the wealth bundle. How to start a virtual assistant business, how to make 100K in 30 days, how to repair your credit, how to go after funding. A lot of the stuff in the wealth bundle, a lot of the stuff that I'm mentioning here, except become your own bank, except get rich with Dr. T, the Kingdom Movement one that you first announced last week. I don't remember what I announced last week. Help me remember. Are you talking about where we go and we get this funding and we go and turn that into real estate? Which one? Help me remember. I'll stay here to answer y'all questions as long as you got them. So let me show Sister Candy what comes inside of the wealth bundle. Already done for you while I wait on sister, my sister Asinine, to respond. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, here we go. Okay. So this is what comes in the wealth bundle. I am tired, going to sleep. Always good to see you. Yes. Can't wait for the class. Have a good night. I can't wait either, sister. Have a good night. I love you so very much. God loves you more. You're always uplifted in my prayers. Thank you for always rocking with me. Okay. Thank you for always believing in God in me and always supporting me in the good and the bad. Okay. Yes, the insurance to real estate. Yes. Yes. So there's one more spot left in here. And nope, the discount ain't. Well, I will say this for you, sister, because you had that situation. I will let you in at the discounted price and still take one more person in because I put it out here. But because you had the situation with the hospital and I understand you want to be a part of that, I will allow you to get it at that price that I mentioned last week, and then allow one person to get in, because I mentioned it here. And to be fair. All right, so this is the wealth bundle, beloved. You get it just like this, ready, set to go. Okay. You get CDF funded. You go and find where these communities have received government monies. You don't need no business documents. You don't need any of that. All you would need is a business plan that you can purchase for $20 or have ChatGPT write one up for you about what you're going to do with the money. And they will give you money. Minimum $30,000. If you're getting into real estate, like we getting into real estate, they give you big money. And it's all over, in I think in New York, California, several cities. Right now, they will give you $250,000 with no documents. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yes, ma'am. It was. When I mentioned it, yes, ma'am, it was. And then I missed the coloring book workshop. No, we're going to reschedule it because we were supposed to reschedule it for Thursday, but I didn't hear back from a couple of people. So you good, you in good company, and we're going to make sure you get that. And then I believe you signed up for the women's group. So you got that email coming as well. Several things coming your way. Okay. But you ain't missed nothing. You already know, sister, I will not leave you behind. I will not leave any of my sisters or my brothers behind, ever. Not unless you just choose to get off and be like, yeah, I'm staying right here. Then I'll be like, look, I love you and I'm gonna keep on building. When you run up and catch up, then it's gonna be better for you. But yeah, this is what's inside of the wealth bundle, the CDFI lenders. You got a bunch of grants. You got over 500 grants you can get free money from every month. And let me tell you, in the Become Your Bank mentorship, I am just going to have solely a grant masterclass where y'all can learn how to get $200,000, $400,000 every single month in free money. It's a way to play the game, beloveds. It's a way to play the game. So even in that mentorship, those who take the fast action bonus and get their butts inside of that, Become Your Own Bank mentorship, baby, it's going up because I don't have time to play with them. Before you devils devalue that dollar and take that dollar away from us, we gonna get exactly what is due to us. We will pursue, we will overtake, and we will recover all. That is the word of the Lord for us in our lives. Can I send you the $20 for a business plan as well? You can absolutely, but it shows you how to get it as well. Also, let me show you what else is in here. The process for building business credit so you can go get that big bag. This is what some of us is about to do in the Get Rich with Dr. T. We about to run several of these plays. You get passive income streams in here, and you'll see this. So this is a CDFI lender website. This website list, you can sell over and over and over and over again for $47. This is what's going to help business owners go get to the bag. It's the list of every lender in every state that will give you money for your up and coming business or your business that you already got. Here's the 500 grants. Here's the templates that you need to go ahead and secure this funding every month on clockwork. How to build your business credit from scratch so that you can go from 0 to 100K within 30 days. How to purchase aged LLCs. So there, like I was just mentioning, there's 250,000 in California. Some people ain't got an LLC out in California. So now you can buy a aged LLC out in California and go get that $250,000. Okay. That's what's in this wealth bundle. Also, business card approval guide, how to get approved for the business cards. What banks is going to approve you, what they're going to be looking for. You got the whole entire blueprint, the whole entire play. The do-it-yourself Repsit kit is all about fixing and repairing your credit. Here's some hacks. Here's what you can pick up the phone and call and ask to speak to this department. Tell them exactly this. Have it removed in 24 hours or less. It is fully loaded. So this is a business in a box. This is the $100,000 marketing strategy class, how to sell this business in a box, and anything else you want to sell, how to make you $100,000, how to start your own virtual call center, automated, okay? How to get 10,000 in 30 days digital product masterclass, how to start Utero, Airbnb, get corporate contracts from the government. Here's the middleman money class, how you can rent foreign cars, upsell cars, and then turn around and then, lease them to the government for 2 or 3 years or whatever the case may be. Most people don't know, in the event of an emergency, the government will pay real big for rental cars. Okay. You get Airbnb corporate contracts, how to do that. Here's the virtual call center templates, the orientation, how to do that, how to hire people from the Philippines, paying them $4 an hour to work your call center, how to automate the whole entire process. It's going down inside of this wealth bundle. Okay. So that is what's included in the wealth bundle. All right. Any other questions before I go? Make sure y'all don't miss anything. Okay, I have to go. I'm like over my time, but I want to make sure y'all don't miss anything. I don't miss anybody. It's now's the time more than ever. Before I go, I want to close out with saying this. If you could get to Los Angeles, California on September 19th and the 20th, if you are anywhere in that vicinity, you definitely need to be in that Kingdom Currency Wealth Encounter. This is not an event. This is not a conference. This is a place that God has called a meeting, a gathering, a solemn assembly, an encounter to come and encounter us. I don't care if you've been depressed. You need to get in that place because depression gonna break in that place. It doesn't matter if you've been infertile. You believe in God to have a baby. Get in that place. It don't matter if you've been attacked by the spirit of poverty. Get in that place. It don't matter if you've been, under warfare or some type of witchcraft. It don't matter. Get in that place. The Lord told me I'm going to mark my people and I'm going to multiply my people that show up. And not only because, I always promote, you can do hybrid, you can do internet, and you can also do in person. And I offered that, and he really corrected me. He said, whenever I called for my sons to come up each year, I told them where to come. And they did not have the option to give me an excuse. Well, I'm going to sit here and connect via Wi-Fi. I'm gonna just, chill from the house and take the VIP access from the internet. The Lord said the transformation is in the room. I don't care if you got to fly out, God will meet you. Anytime we've done these wealth encounters, people that came that was bound by smoking cigarettes. People came that were drinking themselves. People came straight fresh out of a domestic violence relationship and came up in there and got free. Okay, we're going to show you how to take territory, stuff that we cannot even release here. You're going to leave that place with a product, a service, a business already built out with you. But on top of that, the anointing of God is going to ignite you to take that fire back to wherever you coming from, near and far, and spread it like a wildfire. I'm telling you, you ain't going to want to miss that. And not because I said it or I've been chosen to host it. You do have virtual access, but baby, in the room, it is going down. Do you hear me? God has orchestrated and lined up his people to bless you. This ain't about us. This is about you. And what the Lord told me, he said, when I call my people, Joel 2:25. Can I read that to y'all real quick? Let me read that to y'all real quick. See, because this is what you get. When you step out of your comfort zone, God's trying to bless you. But you in a place of comfortability, of restriction. Come out so I can bless you. That's why he called them out. So I can bless you. Joel 2:25. Let me just read it to y'all real quick. I'm going to start at 2. Joel 2 is a biblical promise from God to his people that he will restore the years devastated by locusts, signifying a future of abundance and satisfaction following hardship. If anybody been under some type of warfare, hardship, you best to get in that place and don't come by yourself. Bring a friend, okay? This restoration, represents God's faithfulness and ability to make up for lost time and resources, offering hope and a new season of blessings after periods of destruction and suffering. I'm telling you, the Lord says, I will repay you for the years that have been eaten. I will repay you for the heartbreak. I will repay you for the suffering. I will repay you for the attacks. I will repay you for what the enemy took. And he said, it will happen in the same month that you come. People don't understand the significance. During the time that we are going to be meeting, it is a high holy day called Rosh Hashanah. During that window that we're going to be meeting, it is another day called Elul or Teshuvah, the 10 days where the windows of heaven are open. Baby, please don't miss your breakthrough. And when I call you baby, I ain't being disrespectful. I'm saying that with emphasis on it. Please don't miss your breakthrough, and please don't miss your moment. He said, everybody that attends will be marked and multiplied. And marked means, I'm going to blow y'all away with this, then I'm going to leave y'all alone. Marked means to be exempt from judgment. Marked means to be exempt from judgment. So not only will God mark you and exempt you from judgment, He's going to multiply you. He's going to repay. Enough is enough. We coming to get our stuff. And if you have to travel from Hong Kong, come get yours, because God going to meet us in that place. It is not a conference. It is not an event. It is an encounter where you will meet God and be betrothed to God, and God will be betrothed to you. Okay? If you want to take virtual, you can. Some people say, I'm afraid of flying. You're going to let fear keep you out of God's grace and His mercy and His goodness. I'm going to tell you right now, in the days ahead, we're going to need all the multiplication. And God, can you repay me for what the devil did to my mama? Can you repay me for how he took out my daddy? Can you repay me for all of the hell that I done been through? Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. I sure am. And you're going to meet me there. I love y'all. Okay? If y'all want to get in on that, general admission is $97. Virtual or in person. Okay? It's regular seating, general admission, get access into the room. If you want to come as a diamond, you get access to preferred seating. You get access to the recordings for both days. So you ain't there just taking notes and forgetting. You can actually go back and rewatch the encounter. Okay. And then you get preferred seating, and there's some other perks for you as well as becoming a diamond. That is $197. If you want to take VIP, VIP is all inclusive. It takes care of you, your stay while you're there. If you're flying in from somewhere and you don't know your way around town, we provide your transportation. We provide your meals. We provide your stay. You don't just stay in a house. You are put up in a very inclusive mansion stay. Okay, we take really good care of you as if God Himself is pampering you. This is for those who need some rest, some relaxation, some refreshing, some rejuvenating. This is for those that God is about to make a millionaire, and so He's getting you to encounter living a type of way in a different zip code, having your type of lifestyle, and then also you get a whole photo shoot, you get the red carpet, you get dinner with the speakers or lunch with the speakers, you get the prophetic presbytery where you are able to, have prophetic impartation on a personal level. You get your meals catered for you, you get your transportation. Like I said, you get the mansion stay. You get some other perks as well. You get VIP seating at the front. All of that good stuff, okay? It's going to go down. And even for the VIPs, I'm thinking about having a pre-session with them so that they can create something that they can sell at this conference. So now they create something and make money from stages and audiences, people they don't even know, okay? VIP experience, all inclusive, all weekend is $2,500. If you have a spouse, it's two for the price of one, so you can bring in a spouse. If it's like a sister or something like that, we can hook y'all up, give y'all the master suite, something like that if you're comfortable with it. I am allowing people to do that on this time, okay? But the cost of the home, the cost of the food, the cost of the transportation, it all costs, okay? But I'm going to make sure that you are taken care of, that you are pampered, that it's heaven on earth experience for you, and that you have an absolute great time. It was in times past at any of our wealth encounters, it was per person. But I really feel led that if you are a spouse or you have a sister or a business partner that don't mind sharing a room with you or whatever, I will allow like a BOGO, type of situation, as long as they're in the same space with you. Okay. So that is the options for that. You guys, I love y'all. Everything I do comes from a place of love. Because I love you, I can't keep this to myself. God has blessed me with a lot of wisdom and knowledge, so much so that I can't keep it to myself. It's enough for us out here, for us all. And if we do more together, we can do more together. If we do more together, come together and learn this and do more together, then we can do more together. And that is what God is instilling upon us and requiring of us. It's not about us. It's about his remnant. It's about his people. He who wins souls is wise. I don't ever want God's people to have to say, I'm going to accept the mark of the beast because I couldn't get prepared. And I just have to be a part of this and get chipped up and whatever else they have coming down the pipeline. This is out of their mouth, not mine. I'm not sitting here making up something. Go look up what Peter Thiel. Just type that in YouTube or type that in Google. Peter Thiel says AI will usher in the Antichrist. Go look up that. Go talk about how Elon Musk say AI will be used to implement the beast system. Okay? Go look at how Sam Altman says that AI could actually take over humanity. And they're afraid of what they created. Go look at how they had to go testify in front of Congress. They know exactly what they building. And since they building, we building too. Peace. Love y'all. Mwah.